Good morning dear friends, myself Sonigra. Today we are going to discuss about the solution of GTU examination question paper of January 2012. Last time we solved few examples of the same question paper. Today we will continue with some more examples and more solutions of the question papers. Question number 5b asked for 7 marks about limits and fits, tolerances and allowances. This portion is omitted from present syllabus, so it will not be asked in the current examination. So you need not to worry about this kind of problems in the subject. The next question is question number 5a, which is asked for 5 marks in option. Explain following AutoCAD commands with a statement in their use. We have to explain these commands with the statements, that is P-line, arc, snap, offset, hatch and fillet. Now what's P-line? P-line stands for polyline. A polyline is a connected sequence of line segments created as a single object. You can create straight line segments, arc segments, or a combination of the two. Means with the help of P-line we can draw a line and arc with the same content. Both would be considered at the same element. Of course, with the help of line command and arc command also we can draw both the elements, but in that case both will be individual entity, whereas if you use P-line both will be considered as single entity. Plus, in case of P-line we can vary the thickness at various places. We can alter its thickness, its darkness, its color, etc. Its property also we can change. It is used to draw line with variable thickness. We can vary its thickness. This is the example of P-line. You can see here the line starts with one point. At middle its thickness increases. At the end again thickness reduces. Then uniform thickness. Then again thickness increases. And again a point over here. So this is simple a line which is drawn with the help of P-line command. It is used to draw arc or continuous arc and smooth curve with variable thickness. Only we cannot draw a straight line. We can draw arc also with the help of P-line, and this is the example of P-line. This is an arc with variable thickness. Here thickness increases, again reduce, again less thickness, increases and same. And this is uniform width arc. This we can draw with the help of P-line command. Second is arc. This is arc which is drawn with some radius and angle. This command is used to draw arc with various specifications. Arc can be specified in numerous of ways. First is with the 3 points specified. One specification of arc is that the 3 points are known to us. If we know coordinate of 3 points, say point number 1, point number 2 and point number 3, and we can draw arc which will pass through these 3 points. Second option is by specifying start point, center point and end point. In this arc, this is start point, this is end point, and here center point would be there. Of course, it could be start point, but in conventional system, the angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction. Hence, arc will be drawn in anti-clockwise direction. So this point is the first point, this is end point, and center point would be somewhere here. This is another specification of arc: start point, center point and angle included. Means if we draw line over here, whichever angle is included by this arc, that could be the specification of an arc. Another specification is start point, center and length. Length means length of this arc. We know if length of arc is known to us, we can use this command. Then another option to draw arc is start point, end point and direction or radius. So this is start point, this is end point, the direction may be in this direction and radius would be this. Either option could be used to draw an arc. Third is snap command. Snap command activates or deactivates snap mode with the specified value. It's a toggle key. We may on or we may off. Snap means it will pick up, if it is on, it will pick up some grid points only. It imagines some grid points on the screen, and whenever we move our cursor, it will pick up the specified points only. Snap mode restricts the movement of crosshairs to intervals that is defined. When snap mode is on, the cursor seems to adhere or snap to an invisible rectangular grid. Snap is useful for specifying precise points with the arrow keys or the pointing device. Next is offset command. This command creates a new object whose shape parallels the shape of the selected object. Suppose we want to draw two shapes, then first we draw one shape and then we can offset that shape and we can easily draw the similar object to nearby that at a specified distance. Offset can be used for following commands. These are the examples of offset. This first figure is drawn with the help of polyline like this. If you want to draw this kind of drawing, just we can offset this polyline. If you offset this at a distance this much mm, this distance, and in this direction, it will draw a polyline like this. So here it would not be needed to redraw all these contents or this polyline. With the one click, with using offset, we can redraw these objects at a specified distance. This is another example to draw polyline. With the help of offset and trim command, the speed of drawing could be increased up to considerable extent. Here you can see here, this object is trimmed, is offset on either sides, and then after, with the help of trim command, these objects are trimmed and this is the final drawing. If we draw drawing with this idea, the speed of drawing would increase. Offset command can be used for lines, arcs, circles, ellipse or elliptical arcs, 2D polylines, construction lines, and splines could be used. Offsetting a circle or an arc creates a larger or smaller circle or arc depending on which side you specify for the offset. A highly effective drawing technique is used to offset objects and then trim or extend their ends, so it would increase the speed of drawing. The fifth one is the hatch command. We know hatch means it fills the enclosed area or selected objects with a hatch pattern, solid fill or gradient fill. We can draw section lines, we can fill gradients in a closed passage. These are the three examples of using hatch command. This rectangle, first is this rectangle is pattern is filled here, lines at an angle of 45 degree with equidistance. Here grid is filled, square grid is there, and this is a gradient filled. We can draw such drawings with the help of hatch command. It is used to show sectional views of the drawing. When in case of drawings where sectional views are needed to be drawn, hatch command is used. And the last one is fillet. A fillet connects two objects with an arc that is tangent to the objects and has a specified radius like this. An inside corner is called a fillet and the outside corner is called a round. Whenever any corner is there, if we make it smoother, if it is inside corner it is called fillet, and if it's outside corner it is called as round. Both can be drawn using the fillet command. You can see here, fillet can be used in the following drawings, like a rectangle is drawn. Before fillet, here sharp edges are there. You can see 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you use fillet command and click on these two lines, it will be rounds like this. So after fillet, this rectangle would appear like this. We can vary the radius of fillet. Here the radius of fillet is this much. We can increase up to its extent with the help of fillet command also. It can be used to draw arcs, circles, ellipse or elliptical arcs, lines, polylines, rays, splines, 3D solids, so on. Now question number 5b, asked in option for 6 marks. Give the symbols for the followings. We have to draw symbols of these 6 elements: single J butt weld, fillet weld, lateral, gate valve, T and plug weld. So the solution of this question is like this. The first is single J butt weld and its symbol is drawn like this, just a straight vertical line and a curve like this. So this is single J butt weld. The second is fillet weld. 6 symbols are asked, so each symbol carries single mark. So this carries 1 mark. Fillet weld, it is drawn like this, just a right angle triangle. It shows the symbol of fillet weld. The third one is lateral. Lateral is drawn like this, 2 lines and another. And here we assume that it's a flanged lateral. If it is asked that it is screwed lateral, then in that case we have to erase 1 line from each 3. Here 2 lines are drawn, here 2 lines are drawn, and here also 2 lines are drawn. If it is a screwed joint, then here single line should be drawn. Here we assume that it's a flanged joint. The fourth one is gate valve. The symbol of gate valve is this one. You can draw this symbol. Fifth one is T. As the name indicates, it's a T shape. Here also we assume that it's a flanged joint. If it is a screwed joint, here 1 line would be there instead of 2 lines. And plug weld is drawn like this. Plug weld like this. So this is the symbols of 6 elements asked for 6 marks. Each carries single mark. Next question, question number 5c, asked for 2 marks in option. Draw surface roughness symbol as per IS showing required details. This is the symbol of surface roughness. Say A, B, C, D, E, F. You have to draw symbol like this. Draw right angle, draw triangle over here. Here A indicates RA value. Whenever you draw the symbol of surface roughness, you have to mention these elements also, A, B, C, D, E and F, and also name or meaning of each content. Here value of A means it indicates RA value, that is roughness value in microns. B indicates machining method, whichever machining method is used to prepare this surface. The machining method may be grinding, milling, turning, boring, reaming or any. C indicates cutoff value or evolution length, means within which length the roughness is to be measured. D indicates the grain direction or direction of lay. The grain direction, it may be straight line, it may be cross lines, circular or perpendicular. The value of E, anything which is mentioned over here, that it shows machining allowances. E indicates machining allowances, and F, it indicates parameter other than RA. If any parameter is there which is other than RA value is given, then it is mentioned in F. In all drawings you may not find value of F. It's optional to provide in the machining symbol. So if you asked that draw machining symbol, then also you have to draw this one, and if you are asked that draw surface roughness symbol, then also you can draw this symbol. This is the latest symbol which is used in industry. In the past drawings you may see some triangles, 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 3 triangle or 4 triangles. As the number of triangle increases, its surface finish increases. this symbol was used in earlier drawings, but right now this symbol is widely used. This is the example of given symbol. If it is written like this, mill, 5, 12, 25 and parallel. So 12 means a surface is to be milled. Here mill is written. It means that the surface is prepared with the help of milling operation. Here 5 is written. It means that the sampling length is taken as 5 mm. Number 3, here 12 is written. It means that the roughness value of the surface is 12 micron of this surface. Number 4, here 2 lines are drawn which shows the direction of lay. Here 2 parallel lines are drawn, so direction of lay is parallel. And number here 25 is written. It means that the machining allowance for this surface is 25 mm. So this is regarding this question paper. Now we take some more examples about the square prism. The data is given like this. A square prism, 50 mm sides, resting on HP on its square base. Here square prism is given, which is having square base. Its axis is bisected by axis of another square prism. So another square prism is there which axis bisects. The distance between the axis of both prisms is 5 mm and all sides of both prisms are equally inclined to vertical plane. Draw interpenetration of these solids. So here first we think about the solid. Here square solid is given, square prism is given, so and which is resting on HP. So its top view would appear as a square and front view would appear as a rectangle, as it's a prism. If it's a pyramid, its front view would be triangle. Now after drawing top view and front view of given solid, that is square 50 mm sides, we need to draw another square prism. The axis of both the prism